Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to another video with ASMR with Asia. And that's Asia with a C, with a C, with a C. Y'all, I promise I got like a little ponytail back here. Like, I know, straight on like a low bald head, but. So guys, I posted the part 1 like 2 weeks ago, so did not intend on making you guys wait 2 weeks for part 2. So sorry. I'm gonna pick up the mic in just a second, guys. Just gonna pop some gum in. Why do Hubba Bubba gum be so thick? I really feel like I have enough with Hubba Bubba. But we gonna do the whole thing because we ain't no punk. Sorry if I'm breathing loud. Guys, I am 4.5 months pregnant. Okay. So guys, we're just gonna be rambling, giving you guys a little life update, most likely with Cup Whispers because that is my favorite. Also, if you are watching this video and you're not subscribed, please take some time to subscribe to my channel. Please like and leave a comment as well as you see fit. Thank you guys. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna talk about, guys, I don't think I ever talked to y'all about my experience substituting. So if you guys remember, I had really wanted to leave my full-time job and pursue subbing, being a substitute teacher in elementary, middle, and high schools. But being that I am now with a child, I know it would be not a smart decision to leave a full-time job with maternity leave for something that's a little bit more like, I don't want to say temporary, but a little bit more not as stable, because it's not guaranteed. But like I told you guys in the past, subs are needed all day, every day. I can log onto my app right now, and I bet you there are like at least 100. I'm not even like exaggerating. At least 100 teachers that are gonna be out tomorrow alone and need subs. I guarantee you. So I know that I would have work every day. Like, that is not like something that I would have to like stress about. But it's just that come March, when I do have this baby, I would not be able to work anymore, at least for 2-3 months. So how am I gonna get income, right? At least at my full-time job that I have now, I'll be able to get maternity leave. I think last I heard it was 12 weeks if you have a vaginal, and like 16 weeks if you have a C-section, which is pretty long, but that's a lot of time they give you. So that would be guaranteed money. Whereas with the sub thing, I would just be like ass out, okay? So, but I have subbed like a few days here and there. Like, I would like literally call out of work because I picked up a position to sub, or like if it was a day I had a doctor's appointment, I would like do a half day type of thing. So the very first day that I subbed was at a elementary school, guys, for a kindergarten class, and it really like touched me because, you know, kindergarten is like 5 and up. Like, they're usually like 5-6 years old, and my daughter is 4. So my daughter is preschool age, and next year she'll be kindergarten age. minutes early, so I just sat in the car. And then about 15 minutes before the start of my shift, I believe the time I picked up was like 8:15 to 3:45. It was either 8:15 to 3:15 or 8:15 to 3:45. I can't remember. But at about 8, I went ahead and headed inside the school. And like they're just all kind of like, they were so nice. I went to the main office and they were all talking to me. I think like as if like I do this all the time. They didn't even know it was my first day until I told them. So they showed me the ropes. Well, no, first of all, it's like they didn't know what room I was supposed to be subbing in, because like most of the jobs on the app have like the actual teacher that you'll be filling in for, but sometimes it'll just say like teacher assistant. So most time when it says teacher assistant, that means the main teacher is there, but the assistant is not there, which was the case for me. So the main teacher was there, her assistant was out, so I was the assistant for her. So it didn't have a teacher name, so I had to kind of like play around. They had to play around and see like, oh my gosh, where is she supposed to be? What class was she helping? So that took a little bit of time. But they finally figured it out. So they figured that out. They showed me how to like clock in, which is like writing down like the time you arrived, your WISE number they call it, and then that's it. So you do that, then they give you the keys to the classroom. So she did that. They walked me to the classroom. I met the teacher. Her classroom was so nice, y'all. So she's a kindergarten teacher, but she's actually younger than me. I think she was like early 20s. I'm 27. I know she was like, I think somewhere between like 21 and 24. I know that's a range, but it was somewhere in there. She was younger than me, that's all I know. Her class was decorated beautifully. It was like pastel colors, so like it was like very boho and pastel mixed. So you know, it had like the browns and the tans of boho, but it also had the soft pinks and the soft blues of pastels and the greens. Absolutely beautiful. So she kind of just like gave me the lowdown on some of the kids, like, oh, this kid, you know, we gotta watch. Usually drop off in the morning, it's kind of hard for him. This girl right here, she's very helpful. These two, you gotta watch because they'll go into the bathroom together and be in there for like, you know, just giving me the lowdown on all the kids or whatever. And then she told me where I was gonna be sitting, which was in the teacher assistant's desk. Comfortable chair. All her stuff was cute too. And then we kind of just wait. So like, I think I got to her classroom like right at 8:15. I think the kids didn't get off the bus until like 8:30, 8:45, somewhere like that, somewhere between here. So until they got there, she asked me to laminate these numbered like sheets, and so I started laminating those, and I was doing that. one that she already warned me about. That was the one that like usually has like not the best time at drop off. Y'all, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the student that I would be able. I gotta say, okay, let me just say what happened. So he was like kicking and screaming and like banging on the door, like, let me go. I just want to go. I just want my mom. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Obviously, this happens like every day. Drop off from him is kind of hard. It's like, I don't know, like, I don't know if he doesn't grasp the concept that like mom is coming back to get me in a couple hours. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, she gave me the scoop that the mom is always like speaking highly of him, which you're not saying she shouldn't, but like seeing how he went to all these like private schools before, and like it just doesn't show, but the way he acts, let's just say that. Also, before the kids had got there, she was reading to me. Well, she was reading to like the principal or the lady that was above her, I think. She was reading to her an email that she got from this same child's mother over the weekend, I guess. And she was just like, you know, saying that like the kid was coming home saying that the teacher was mad at him today and that he just didn't have a good day, and it was just a whole big thing. But the teacher, like, she responded like very gracefully. It was beautiful. Like the lady that she was reading it to applauded her. I applauded her because I'm like, these parents think they know everything. Like, yes, you have to, like, of course. So sorry. Of course, listen to and trust your child. However, sometimes these kids be like, as a parent, you're not there, and then y'all be like half doing your jobs at home. So it's like, give teachers some grace. And she wasn't mean or nasty or anything. But anyways, let me move on. So, just about the day. So I'm so mad because I don't remember the order. This is annoying, guys. This is what happens whenever I eat or drink anything. My body just goes crazy. But yeah, throughout the day they did little things like practice writing their letters. And I think we practiced like M, N, and O. I probably got that all wrong, but we practiced like 3 different letters. She read them as Sidori at Sidori time. They had art. Man, do y'all know these kids have PE and recess? PE and recess. A lot. PE was interesting. It was like so, like the whole thing was very nostalgic. Like, oh my gosh, like for real, for me, y'all, like some of my best years was like my school days. Like, I miss it. I miss field trips. I miss PE. I miss being in the cafeteria. Like, all that stuff was so nostalgic and brought back memories, and it just felt good being there. Like, I just cannot explain it. Like, it felt really good being there. And like, I'm looking forward to when Kinsley is like in kindergarten next year. Like I can't wait. I cannot wait. You don't understand. But they had like an activity time where like they went in centers doing little things, and that was nostalgic because like just the objects they were using, like the little they're not Legos, but they're like blocks that like you stick on top of each other. They're like no bigger than like no bigger than like a quarter, but like they're 3D. They're like square and cubed, and you stack them on top of each other. Like they'll be like yellow, red. I probably sound stupid, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, guys, like the whole thing was just nostalgic. Now I got pissed off because I didn't bring a lunch. I brought snacks, but I did not bring a lunch, right? So I'm like, okay, I didn't know how it worked. Like, I was like, I don't know if we can leave out for lunch. I don't know if we're supposed to just like pack a lunch, eat the lunch there. Like, I didn't know that part. Like, again, this is my first day, so like I said, I brought snacks, but no lunch. So come lunchtime, I go to the cafeteria, and the teacher had already warned me. She said she doesn't think that they take card. She said, I don't think they take card, but like, we'll see. If not, I have snacks in my drawer for you. So she was saying the only other thing is that some people, like some teachers, have like I guess like accounts where like they can just like charge it to their account type of thing, but I didn't have that. So I just gave up. And I just ate some herbs, and I think I ate like some of that white cheddar popcorn, some crackers. I was good. But as soon as I left, y'all, I went right to Wendy's. So y'all, it was this girl. She was so clingy, but it was so cute because she was so cute. But like, she just wanted to be up under me the whole day, either me or the other teacher. Like, but these kids love me, guys. You would think they know me forever. Like, they were calling me Miss Asia, Miss Asia. So cute. But that girl, she was one of those ones that was telling her parents' business. Like, she was just like, my mom and my dad are getting a divorce, and I'm heartbroken. It was so sad. She was like, I am heartbroken. So yeah, the teacher ended up giving me the scoop about that too. Like, she was telling me, she was going to tell me, and I was like, oh, she already told me. The little girl already told me before she can tell me. Oh my god, that was the little girl, guys. She had like a I need to clear my throat, guys, 1 second. This other little girl, she had a English, British. I'm so bad with my languages. She had like a little accent. Like, she would say things like straight away. She was like, I'm trying to think of a good example of the word, of that sentence. A sentence with that word, like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna put my toys away straight away. Like it was just like the cutest accent. And she said all the little like words that they say that we don't say like straight away. I can't think of anything else. Like, that was just like my favorite one. So adorable. Her sister actually goes to the school too. So her sister like walked her to, like, her sister's older. So her sister brought her to her classroom, and then she went to her classroom. They have a class like pet, I guess, but it's like a stuffed animal. It's like a koala, no, not a koala. I forgot what animal it was, but they had like a class pet, and like she let me pick like who got to take it home for the week. And like the girl that I ended up like choosing, she agreed with, but that little girl was so helpful the whole day. Like, she made sure stuff was clean. She made sure desk chairs were pushed in. Like, she was amazing. Like, she deserved that, hands down. She deserved it, hands down. Okay, so that was that day. Now another day I subbed, and this day I went to 2 schools because like I had a doctor's appointment like at like 11 or noon. So I did like 2 like morning. Like, I was only at each school for like one school. I was there for like an hour, the other school like an hour and a half. I was done with my day by like 11, 12 o'clock. The first school I went to, I was a PE assistant just for the first PE class of the day, which happened to be 2nd grade. So when I got there, they showed me, you know, how to write down my time, clock in. And they told me where the gym was. I went to the gym, and it was like all the PE teachers in there. Again, they were everybody that works at these schools be young. Like, it'd be old teachers, but it'd be a lot of young people. So all of the PE staff was young, like my age, maybe a little bit older. Oldest person I would say was like 35. So they were telling me that the lady that I was filling in for, the first like few minutes of her shift, she actually goes outside to the front and she helps the kids that are parent drop off. So me and one of the girls, we went out there, and like, you literally stand at the curb, and like the parents are like pulling up in their cars. The parents are pulling up in their cars, and they stop, and then you literally like open their car door, which I felt so uncomfortable at first. I'm like, because I know me, like sometimes like my car is never like dirty, like filthy, but like sometimes my car is like a mess, and I'm just like, dang, they just opening car doors. Like, I would be like, if somebody was trying to open my car, they're like, oh, chill, sorry, like two main teachers and then like a teacher assistant. So like I was one of the teachers, but then the other teacher was there, and then another, like a third assistant lady was there. So my teacher just had to like literally go to like a doctor's appointment and come back. Like she was gone for like literally an hour. Like I don't know how she did all that in an hour, but she was back within an hour. So they had just finished up doing their letters, so they were wiping down their boards when I got there. And then they did an activity where they had to, what was the activity? They had to, it was like a sentence. It was one of those ones that you see all the time, like you had to complete like, oh wait, it was like what makes me happy at school or something like that, or like what do I like about school. You had to fill in the blank and then draw a picture based on that. So like some of the kids were doing like they would put like, what I like about school is my teacher, and they would draw a picture of the teacher. What I like about school is recess. They would draw a picture of them playing outside, like that type of thing. And then it was time for them to go to recess. I'm like, dang, I'm just outside a lot, dang. So they went outside for recess. And then, oh my gosh, another class was out there, and this teacher did not play. Like every time they did anything, like for example, there was one time, like it was two kids trying to like play with the one hula hoop. She said, everybody come over and sit down. Sit down. Y'all know we do not, a hula hoop is for one person. We do not share hula hoops because it's dangerous and someone will get hurt. So she told them that. They got up, they did something else. She called them back to sit down again. And she was like, y'all just cutting into y'all time. But yeah, it was cool. So like those were my two like days so far doing it, and I loved both. Like I do think I'm definitely ready to try like middle school, high school, just to see what that's about. Like I feel like those will be, I don't know, I'm interested to see like what it'd be like with the bigger kids. Like will they respect me? Will they look at me like a kid because I look like a kid? Like I look probably younger than some of them in there. I know I do. But yeah, so I'm gonna pick another day soon here. And just like pick up a shift at a middle school. I really want to do my old high school. I think that'd be so fun. Stop by and say hey to some teachers that I know. But yeah, so the last thing I'm gonna talk about today, the last thing is work trauma. The latest work trauma. So I don't even know what time it is. My iPad is dead. Okay, so where do I begin? So my lead that I had at my job was fired, okay? She was fired. She was like, sad. I don't think she deserved it, but nonetheless, she got fired. So the lead position is now open, right? I really didn't want to, because I don't want to be in that circle of management because they are like shady. They're not the most, like my previous lead, I feel like they left her out of a lot of stuff for her to be a lead. So I already know how to get down. I don't really mess with management in my job like that, so I don't want to be in a position where I would be like kind of forced to communicate with them any more than I have to right now, type of thing. So I wasn't interested. But I also didn't want just anybody to get it. Like I wanted to be like not in control, but like I just didn't want somebody that like didn't deserve it to get it, or someone that was gonna mess up the flow and be like mean or bitchy to get it. Like and then I know I was gonna be going out for maternity leave like in like what, 5 months, so whatever. And then I had talked to my mom, and my mom even told me not to apply, which is weird. Like my mom is, when she told me that, I was like, always listen to your mama now. Okay, so long story short, I'm trying to make sure I read, I say this in the right order. I should look at the text message I sent to my friend, because I broke it down very well in that text message. Okay, I don't know. Long story short, I ended up applying for the job for the reasons that I just said. So I applied, and then I didn't reaction was anger. Not gonna lie, because like I could have at least been afforded like an interview to like express myself, why I think I was eligible, why I think I would be a good fit, that type of thing. Like I've been working here for a year and a half. Like that's the least I deserve, right? Then I was also angry because like literally that Friday before I had just like bought like a whole fruit tray because people like I mean like at my job like people are like very caring and sharing. So like everybody has their days where they just like randomly bring in cupcakes or donuts or cookies and sit on the table. And when you sit on that table, you know it's for everybody. So like days before, I had just on a Friday like bought a fruit tray for everybody in the office type of thing. So when I seen the email that I didn't get the job, I realized that that Thursday, the day before I freaking bought in the fruit tray, was the day that the email was actually sent. So I'm like, bro, here I am buying fruit trays, and I had just got the email the day before saying I didn't even get the lead job. Like I felt dumb, I felt played, right? So I was irritated, I was upset, whatever. So then my one day my manager called me. I mean, my supervisor came up to me and was like, hey, the manager, let's call her Michelle. Hey, Michelle wants to see us in her office. I'm like, why? No. He was like, hey, Michelle wants to see us in her office. I was like, for? He was like, he always playing clueless. I don't know. Okay, bro. So we go to Michelle's office and she's like, so rewind. I'm so sorry. Okay. So remember guys, at this job, I used to work in the call center. So like it's a pediatric office where like, you know, usually it's like the front desk and the front desk people answer the phones as well. And my job is divided. So like the call center people just answer the phones. The front desk people just like handle like people checking in, people checking out, scheduling appointments, like in-person stuff, right? But they help with the phones when needed. So when I first started at the job, I was in the call center. And then back in like June, they asked me to go up front. So I've been at the front desk since like June 14th or whatever that Monday was. So it's now October. So I've been doing that for like 4 months now, right? So I go into Michelle's office and she's like, oh, they had just hired somebody. So once I had that position, so the call center holds 4 people, 4 seats. Since I left in June, that seat had been empty, right? That seat had been empty. So instead of there being the usual 4 people, there had only been 3 people. So they had just hired somebody about 2 or 3 weeks ago for the call center position. But she had been training at her other office, right? But her other office is just front desk. They don't have a call center. sister, but I called her name and she didn't say anything, so don't know what that was. I don't know. Okay. So I keep hearing stuff right upstairs. So I get up, I walk out. So then I get all the way back to my seat and I'm like, no, fuck, no. So I go back to her office and I'm like, I said, I just had to get myself together. So what I'm trying to say is I'm just confused because yeah, I hired Diana for the call center, and now like y'all are telling me that I'm going back to the call center, like, and then here she goes, like, this is what a good manager would have did the first time she called me in there. She was just like, I don't want you to think that you're getting the brunt end of the stick. It's just that like wherever I put you, you excel and you exceed. Like you were excelling in the call center. You've been excelling. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all a part and part. This is the part that I could not remember. Oh man. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna double back to it. So she was like, you've been excelling at the front desk. I just don't think that right now Diana is ready for the call center because like the call volume and yada yada yada, whatever. Right now, she tells me all this. You've been exceeding at the front. You've been exceeding at the call center. Like she was like, I can make you a nurse, and I'm pretty sure you would exceed there. Like you are amazing, Ace. You are amazing. Like I just need you to do this for me. And I was telling her like, that's cool or whatever. Thank you, but like, she was like, do you not want to be in the call center? I was like, I mean, both positions have their pros and their cons, but like I was more comfortable up front. The people in the back, I was more comfortable up front. I felt more. I was thriving. I was thriving. Oh my god, that reminds me of. Why did I just lose her name? Oh my god, I'm terrible. Ray of Sun ASMR. Thriving. I love her. But yeah, so the thing that I forgot to say, literally guys, this same morning, the billing supervisor had put in our like huge Teams chat, and she's like, congratulations to Asia. She checked in 71 patients yesterday. That's the most we've had since someone else did it in 2023, and they had checked in 63 people. So like she shouted me out the same morning. I just got shouted out for my great work at the front desk, right? Just to be having this conversation like literally a mere couple of hours later, y'all. I cannot make it up. So I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little better going back in there. I'm like, okay, she finally gave me the recognition that she never gives me. But it's like, why? Like I feel like that was an excuse. The call center is not that hard to learn. Like it's really not. You're scheduling, you're like everything you do at the front desk is what you're doing at the call center. It's just at the call center you're doing it over the phone. The front desk you're doing it in person. You're still scheduling appointments. That's really all you do on the call center is scheduling appointments, sending messages to like nurses. Like it's so easy, y'all. It's so easy. It's like a lot easier than the front desk. So that's what made me mad. Like it made no sense. So then I walk out of her office or whatever, feeling a little bit better. But then the wheels are still turning in my head, and I'm like, bro, if you can just sit here and tell me how I'm exceeding and excelling in all these areas, why was I immediately denied leave without an interview? So at this point, it was already Friday. So I ended up waiting until the following Monday, or the following week to talk about it. So Monday came, and like Monday just passed. Like, oh my god, my days are all messed up. But this past Monday was the first time going to the office, being a call center employee again. So I got there. I wanted to get there early, but I only got there like a couple minutes early. Diana was already like slowly moving my stuff back to my old desk, which I was not mad at her at all. Like she had nothing, like she wanted to be in the call center. This was their doing. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like it's a personal attack, y'all. Like Monday, I was just in the worst mood ever. Like I just didn't want nobody to talk to me. Like I was crying in the kitchen, y'all. Like I don't know if it was pregnancy hormones or what. Like it was just a bad day for me. Because I just felt played, I felt disrespected, I felt unappreciated, like all of shift just to like finish moving my stuff. Mind you, I told y'all the lady just got hired with the call center like 3 weeks ago before she went and trained at the other office. I had literally just cleaned out my desk like a month ago and moved everything to my desk up front just to be now I have to move that shit back. It pissed me off. So it just was a bad day, y'all. So that was that. And then my supervisor huddled with us and he was just saying like, yeah, Asia's gonna be back in the call center. Oh, Michelle also did tell me that it can be hybrid so that I can be at the front desk some days and the call center some days. Bullshit, whatever. So when my supervisor had the meeting, he was just like, yes, as y'all can see, like Asia's back in the call center, but this was like no demotion or anything. It's just that we need her back here. Yada 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 yada. So that was Monday, right? So Tuesday, like at the end of the day, Monday, I was telling my coworkers like I was apologizing, like because I know my energy was just off that whole day. I was like, y'all, tomorrow I'm gonna come here cute because I looked a mess Monday. I just was not in the mood. I was like, tomorrow, aka Tuesday, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna be in a better mood. Like I'm gonna dress up, I'm gonna do my makeup. Like I'm just gonna come here in a better mood. Like it is what it is, right? So Tuesday, I come in here, just as I said, smelling good, looking good, feeling good, ready to take on the day. So why? One of the other ladies that works the front was out sick, right? So guess what? They needed me on Tuesday at the front desk, and I've been there since. So Monday I worked in the call center, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I was at the front desk. And now we're thinking that the lady that has been out sick is gonna come back tomorrow because today's Sunday. We're thinking she's coming back tomorrow. So tomorrow I may potentially be back in the call center, but my homegirl at the front, she been vouching for me because I work so well. Like we flow so good up there, and the call center is not busy. Like the three of them back there can handle it. Now the new lead hasn't started yet. She doesn't start until like October 28th, and even after that, she's gonna spend her first like week or two training at the other office. So it's like she's not even gonna be coming until like mid-November. So I'm just looking at it like, excuse me, I'm just looking at it like I'm not gonna dare up because I feel like it's getting late and I gotta go meet my mom. Sorry guys. So my girl has been advocating for me. She's like, maybe like she can just sit up here with us until she comes, because my supervisor has been sitting at the lead desk like helping us out to make it for people who really don't need him. Like we don't, like 3 is enough at the front desk. So we're trying to convince him to go back to his office where he needs to be and let me sit in the lead's desk until she comes. So we're gonna see what Monday holds, y'all. But yeah, that's just a little work drama, work tea. And one last thing, guys. So my homegirl at the front desk I was just talking about, she used to work at, they hired her lead, by the way. That's how the conversation started when I went into Michelle's office. She was like, I found somebody that I want to be the lead, and I'm putting you back in the, that's how the whole thing started. But this girl, now come here, y'all, come close, because there's some tea. Oh. So the girl that they have hired to be the lead, right, she works at the office that my homegirl came from, but they didn't work together because my homegirl left it like years ago. But of course she still knows a lot of people that work there, right? So she was telling like her old coworkers like, oh, like I guess the girl from your office is gonna be our lead, and like, yeah, like the supervisor here like pushed her out, like they want her to go to that interview because we're trying to get rid of her here. Like she's a negative Nancy, she's a know-it-all, she just wants to tell people what to do, she's rude. And I'm like, oh no baby, because come here thinking you're gonna be my lead and be nasty. Oh bitch, I will give you hell. Okay, I will give you hell. And I'm a nice person. I'm a nice person. Literally, I'm telling you, I'm one of the nicest people y'all will ever meet. without no kind of write-up, no kind of disciplinary action whatsoever. But of course, I got one, and that is why I didn't even get qualified for an interview. So that also made me feel a little bit better. Like, okay, they weren't just like attacking me, like after me, which I still think they are. But anyways, guys, I am so sorry, but I have to wrap this up because I have to meet my mom at the furniture store because I'm about to get me a new couch. A new couch, 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 a new couch. But yes, guys, I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. And the next video I'm gonna be doing, guys, is gonna be, drumroll please, ASMR boy drama,